Hello printmakers! Today I'm going to show you how to make a collagraph print. First, we're going to take a piece of thin or thick cardboard. We're going to take a Sharpie, and before we get started, we're going to write our name on the back. Close that Sharpie up. You won't need that anymore. This is going to be our plate. So we're going to make our design on this piece of cardboard. For this design, I think I'm going to make a landscape. To make my plate, I'm going to use glue, which is here, and yarn, which is here. I'm going to need a pair of scissors to cut my yarn. Now, I'm going to look at my design, and I'm going to see the different lines I've made with the pencil. I'm going to think about how am I going to make these lines now with my yarn. So you can do a little bit of measuring before you put any glue down, so you won't get your yarn sticky yet. And you can kind of measure like how much yarn I'm going to need to make this little shape of a circle, which is going to be my sun right here. So I'm measuring it, and I'm going to take scissors, and notice how I'm cutting this yarn. I'm holding it tight. I'm putting the yarn loop all the way to the back of my scissors, and I'm going to cut. Let's do that again just so you can see it one more time. Pull it into a loop. You can see the length I want it again. Do a little measuring. You can always trim it. I want it this long. Make a loop. And I'm going to stick my scissors in, pull it tight, and cut. And that makes the yarn cut really easily. Okay, so I'm going to do this sun. I'm going to open my glue, and I have it on a piece of styrofoam, so no glue drips on the table. I have a glue brush. I'm going to dip my brush in here. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to put some glue down on my line, and it's okay if you have a lot of extra glue because it's all going to dry. And then I'm going to take the yarn that I cut, and I'm going to make the shape that I had planned to make there. So there's my circle. I'm going to press it down into the glue, and I'm just going to let that dry right there. So I'm going to let this dry until the next class. I have my name on the back, and I can either keep working on my design or I can print the next class.